very thick piece of bone, so pretty sure that's what it is. Also, this hyena's got a few cuts and bruises on the face, so it shows he's been fighting and competing for food with other hyenas. Hyenas have to really compete for food sometimes, really getting into what can be serious fights, even within the clan. Competing for food, your hierarchy is very important. More dominant animals obviously having preference to food as well. Imagine this one had a hard fight for what is a very hard bone. Big, thick leg bones of a buffalo. Even hyenas can have a hard time biting through it. So this one is really just gnawing away at it and trying to get rid of get any of those sinews and whatever bit of tissue it can get off the bone. Get the nourishment from that. Hyenas have got incredible bite pressure or ability to bite through very hard things, more so than most other mammals, more so than lion or leopard. Even that bone might be too thick to break, but very often they'll be able to break through bones and get the marrow inside the bones, or even eat, like a buffalo's rib cage, the very thick ribs, even eat into that. Incredible digestive system as well, hyenas. They can digest very old rotten meat, bones, skin, sinew, and not only digest it but get nourishment from it. Stations 1 and PC on that open area towards the north of Zoe's Road. Nice and visual. Quite interesting spot as well that this hyena has chosen. We are in the middle of a sort of an open grassland area. This is the area that we often see things like zebra in, wildebeest sometimes. And most likely the reason the hyenas picked this is just because it can see all the way around it. It's not going to be surprised too quickly by another hyena, or by another predator, lion or leopard even, but I think in this case specifically wary of other hyenas. Just looking at this individual, it's not the biggest one I've ever seen, so it's definitely not a high-ranking female, most likely a male or a very low-ranking female, so other animals might want to take that food away from it, even if it is just a bone. So being in the open like that also just gives it a bit of view around it, to be able to spot potential food thieves. As you can see, the hyena every now and again just looking around, just to make sure there's no threats around. A little bit difficult to see, but it's definitely a female. As you might know from before, sitting around the hyena den, it's very difficult to distinguish male and female with the hyena because they look very similar in terms of the anatomy. But this one has got definite mammary glands that are swollen, so she might be lactating. It's very tricky to see. Having a fight with this bone. Really trying to get the last little bit of possible nutrition off it. Let's leave this hyena to chew on that bone for a bit. Just going to look up the road a bit and then